Hello and welcome back to another video on NXT and to NXT Vengeance Day out of 10, the first PLE of the year for NXT. And yeah, it had some big matches on the card, including Julia putting her own NXT Women's Championship on the line against Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade. Obafemi defended against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller as well. But we started things off with a Women's North American Championship match, Fallon Henry defending against Stephanie Vaquer. And even with Fatal Influence getting involved, Stephanie Vaquer found a way to get past Fallon Henry alone. She blasted her with the SVB and Spiral Trap to get the win. While the champion put in the best singles performance of her career, this was all about Vaquer. This was the focus on her resilience and her versatility, making her too much for Henry to overcome. While it could be argued she's above the championship, a run with this title will elevate her. She and Julia should be fighting for the main gold again sometime soon. A great match, but they may have gotten too much as they struggle to keep the pace in the middle stretch. It's still the best end to give more time than the best, and Henry made out looking good, and while Vaquer has that belt while she waits for a Julia match. This worked perfectly and gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Before we got the tag titles on the line, Fraxium against Briggs and Ian Mora, and yeah, they were overwhelmed the chance by the power of the challengers. They pulled it out through by driving out Briggs, followed by a high-low combination on Mora. After the result, 4 masked men struck, laying out the champions. Corey Graves was able to identify Dion Lennox and Colter James, but not the other performance centre talents. This match might have started the whole show. Everyone involved was making the most of these moments. And yeah, it was the weird storyline at the end, limited storyline, but yeah, I thought the match itself was great. Imora especially stood out. Fraxium, we know how great they are, but the way he was physically explosive and powerful, yeah, it looked great here. Fraxium continued to improve their title reign, and yeah, who knows what's going to happen with this group. It's an interesting debut, but I think Fraxium will definitely be able to get a good storyline out of them. 7 out of 10. Before we got the strap match between Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe, while Trick Williams dominated the match early, Thorpe stayed in the fight until he found an opening. He caught Trick between the legs and then hit a running knee for the win. It's far too rare to see these matches physical in WWE. Thorpe dragged Trick down to where he thrives and looked good as he ever has in NXT. This is the style of the match that could help Trick stand out on the roster. He needs to be able to lay in his shots against competitors that will lay it right back. It's clear why Trick and Thorpe are paired together. No one since Dragunov has pulled out of this in Trick and made him look truly dangerous. It's difficult to build a fresh main event if they cannot win the big moments. Luckily, NXT was not afraid to give Trick loss in this moment. Suddenly, Thorpe has shown he can bounce back up with his words, with actions, and NXT can extend the rivalry to a climax inside the underground. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I was surprised by this result, to be honest. So yeah, maybe I might go to a 6 out of 10. I thought it was a really good match, just maybe not sure with this result in terms of where we're going with future NXT title directions. But yeah, definitely an interesting result, definitely shocked me. And yeah, I'm not against it if we can prove where I go, but before that, I'm going to wait and see. So I'll go at 6 out of 10. Javon Evans then came out striking against All Ego Ethan Page, but once again it was to the mouth, followed by a twisted grin, and that was still enough to put down the still injured young OG. Much like the previous match, this was all about showing one of NXT's best young stars can get physical. The young OG may have been flying throughout, but he also made these moves count, hitting him with impact. Major credit goes to Page, bumping big for the young OG, but Evans also delivered with his aggressive focus and solid selling. The pace throughout was tight, helped by Evans' wild style and Page's technical ability. The majority of Page's offense focused on the ankle, allowing the big shot on the jaw to feel more shocking. The right man won. If Evans won here, it would likely come and ended the rivalry. Instead, NXT continued to build as the young OG is the underdog, seeking his ultimate revenge. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 for me. The result makes sense, and yeah, a really good match. Before we got Obafemi against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, after struggling with the best strategies of A-Town Down Under, Femi sent Waller into Theory and then hit the fall from Grayson Waller for the win. Afterwards, the lights went out and the Maskmen earlier surrounded the ring to batter the champ with a 4-arm strikes and a 4-man powerbomb. This is a pure highlight reel contest elevated by Femi's infection energy. The crowd was completely behind him, destroying his competition. Because his opponent was Theory and Waller, it never felt like the rule was truly in danger, but it was always going to be more of a championship elevation moment over a true challenge. A better presentation of the NXT stable than first appeared, helping by more dramatic lighting, though hurt by the odd music. It seems like NXT is trying to recreate the magic of the Skilled with this group, but that's a high ceiling for anyone to reach. There probably should have been only time for the group appeared on the show once, but either way, NXT has certainly made some new stars overnight, and yeah, I'm kind of intrigued to see what's going to happen with them as well. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for now. Predictable result, predictable match, but you know, definitely the right thing to do. And yeah, I'm still intrigued with this stable, but I'm going to have to say the jury is still out for me. And in our main event, it was the fatal four-way between Julia, Roxanne, Bayley and Cora. And as the action broke out in this battle, Perez took out Bayley with a pot of rocks before Jade planted Perez with Jaded, but Julia arrived to take out Jade with Arrivederci. She then got the prodigy with the Arrivederci for the Northern Lights bomb to win. Stephanie Vaquer came out to celebrate Julia before Jordan Grace arrived to stare down both champions to win the show, making this match a fatal four-way at the last minute, changing the complexion and adding more drama. On paper, this was definitely the best match and kept the main event started early. However, it could not keep up with the strong show of physical drama and major highlights. Everyone hit spots for the cameras, but the pace was fairly flat, never really rising to the top level contest we could see from all four of these. It was clear that the crowd was particularly wanting to see Julia v Bayley, which we may get at some point. At this point, NXT may already be moving on to Julia v Grace instead. It's only the beginning of Julia's reign. He'll get plenty of chances to improve. But yeah, the only unlikely one to come would be Julia against Perez. It definitely felt like a send-off of the prodigy. Julia has main event 2 NXT pay-per-views in a row. It shows how highly valued she is in NXT. And yeah, I think action like this wasn't any of their best matches. It probably was one of the strongest matches of the night. But yeah, maybe didn't quite live up to the expectation of kind of one of the women's matches of years that we were maybe hoping for. I still thought it was very good. I'm still going to give it a 7 out of 10. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good match. And afterwards, Jordan Grace coming out with Vaquer and Julia as well was a very cool moment. I think hints at just how exciting the NXT women's division is at the moment and going forward. Overall, NXT Vengeance Day gets 7 out of 10 from me. I really enjoyed the show. I thought there were lots of decent matches on there and some interesting storylines going forward as well in Stand and Deliver that maybe I wasn't necessarily expecting. Of course, the introduction of a new group, I'm still not sure about it. I've still got Retribution flashbacks. Maybe that's my fault. But yeah, intrigued to see how that's going to go as well. I think an intriguing few weeks coming up ahead for NXT. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.